Now let's talk about the positioning of the eyes. Let's turn it over to the chin first. Find the column that slip stitch S's. This column is the slip stitch S's. Then we count to the left first. This is the first column. The eyes are inserted in the middle of the 11th and 12th columns. Then find the position between columns 11 and 12. Then start counting from the tip of your nose. Insert eyes on the seams between columns 11 and 12 of the 7th and 8th circles. The other side also starts from the chin. The extracted column starts counting to the right. Count on the seams between the 11 and 12 columns. Count from the tip of the nose. Insert an eye on the needle in the middle of the 112th column in the 8th circle. Put it in hard. Then we also added this. After our eyes penetrate from here. Then fix the yellow button and eyes from the opening. Wear it this way and press it hard like this. Then let's demonstrate it now. After we penetrated the eyes hard first. So, thread the yellow circle in and press hard. It's locked like this. Follow the same steps for the other eye. Keep your eyes fixed. In this way, our eyes are installed. Now sew the nose on his face. First, pass the thread through the suture needle. Then find the needle that pulls out the needle and insert it. This way the disc will be more rounded. Next, find the position of the nose. Align the first and second circles of the head with the nose. About this location, then hold it like this. Insert the needle from the right side of the slip stitch S's in column. Then pass through it every 2 stitches. Adjust to the appropriate position according to your own sewing conditions. In this way, one circle will be sewn. Then wear it back and forth like this. Then hide the thread directly in, like this. The cow's nose is sewn up. Then I stuff cotton into my head. A small ball of stuffing. Because our hole is relatively small, just poke it in with your hand. You can use tools or scissors to stuff cotton. Then you can press and dent the eyes. Hollow eye sockets will look cuter. You can put a little more cotton on the side of your cheek. Don't stuff it too tightly. This way you can pinch out the shape. It feels almost good when stuffed like this. You can add a little more. Press your eyes down, and the shape will appear. Then learn to close the mouth on the back of your head. Thread first. Hold it like this and tighten the thread. Count the needles. Look, here is the first shot. Here is the second shot. Pick the inner half of the second stitch. Look, this is half a needle close to us. It's half a pin away from us. Pass through the outer half of the second stitch. Then the next stitch is this stitch. But let's not wear it here. Pass through the outer half of the second stitch. Got to stitches. Pick the outer half of the second stitch and thread it through. Or pick the outer half needle and pierce it. Now press it to tighten it, and the closing of the back of the head will be closed. Then hide the thread. Go through the middle first. Wear it anywhere. Then follow the traces of our needle. For example, this line. We can walk through like this. This will cover that line. Then use the next stitch to patch up the larger holes. Finally, thread the thread like this on another relatively flat place. Pass the thread through this texture. Then cut the thread. This way the cow head is ready. Now let's deal with the hair part. First, pass this long thread through the suture needle. When you finish braiding your hair, leave a section of thread for suturing. First, pass it through the hole in the middle to the back. Then use another thread to tie a knot. Then you can cut the slip stitch S's wires a little shorter. Before sewing, adjust this line to the edge. Just poke a needle on the edge. Take out your head and adjust it to your preferred position. Start sewing. Just sew a circle starting from the back of the head. Just fix it. Adjust the position according to your preference. After sewing one circle, we will thread a few stitches on other stitches. Fix the thread. Then fix your hair. Cut the thread. In this way, the hair part is completed. Now let's sew the horns. Stuff the horns with a little cotton first. Don't stuff too much. Otherwise, the horns may be straightened. So it's a little less stuffed. Then let's deal with this line first. Pass the thread through the first stitch on the left. Then you can start sewing. Find the position close to the hair and adjust the angle. Let his arc be curved. Directly insert the needle nearby. Adjust the position at any time according to the situation. After sewing a stitch, turn it to the front and take a look. Just adjust it to the position you like. After sewing the last stitch, thread a few stitches back and forth around the corner to secure the thread. Finally, Wear it on other parts of the head, like this. Then go back to the corner and find a place to wear it out. Just cut the thread. In this way, the horns are sewn together. Now let's sew the ears. Let's deal with this side of the ear first. You can do this directly. Come to this side first, and then pass the needle through from the other side. Then don't pull it out yet. That is to say, this line, that slip stitches. The stitch on the left returns the stitch on the right. Thread the two needles together and tighten them, and the ears will fold up. Then sew it close to the horns. Adjust position. Do you like this kind of droopy ears? You can also adjust the position yourself, like this. Insert the needle close to the corner and sew again. Then poke the needle where it was just inserted. Find a flatter place below. Pull it like this. The ears turned up. Hide the thread along the grain. Then you can cut the thread. All the parts of the cow head are sewn together. Now we are sewing the body and head of the cow. Just stuff the cotton. Then tighten the thread. Insert the needle into the first stitch on the left. After bringing the thread over, tighten the pulling needle. Then you can start sewing. Adjust your body to angle you like. Then you can also sew it like this. You can also use your hands and feet to make gestures. I sewed it in this position. You can refer to it. Adjust this back line to the center position. Then you can start sewing. When sewing, just adjust as you go. Take a look after the stitches. If appropriate, continue. If it doesn't fit, return it and sew it again. After sewing a circle, thread the thread back and forth. Thread a few needles in this way and you can cut off the thread. Next, let's show you how to do the legs. After stuffing the cotton, let's tighten this mouth first. Our first stitch is to skip this stitch first. We pick the outer half of the second stitch and pass the thread through it. Then every other stitch. This is the next stitch. Pick out the outer half stitch. From this stitch to the next stitch. Then pick out the outer half of this stitch. Every other stitch. Finally, pick the outer half of the next stitch, every other stitch. Tighten your arms so that your mouth is closed. Then sew it to the body. Find the location like this. Just look at the comfortable position. Adjust the shape of the arms while sewing. You can make your arms look like this. This black part. Such a close state. Adjustment while sewing. Then you can cut the thread. The other hand is the same way. If you want to keep his hands in this position, just put 2 needles in the middle of the back. This line can come out from the side. This way it's fixed. The same method is used on the other side. You can also let him get closer. Let's go directly from here to his position in the middle. And then like this. That's it. If you want to be more relaxed, that's it. Sew a few stitches closer to the needle inside. Finally, sew the legs. After stuffing the cotton, pull out the needle. Thread into the first stitch and tighten the pulled loop. What next? The shape of this leg is a bit curved. Then I like to put this flat side down. Then with the flat side facing up, I will look like this. Use this position. Go sew his legs. When sewing, turn it over to the front and look at it while sewing. Did you achieve the desired effect? If it is not achieved, just adjust the position. Do the same with the other leg. Also thread the pulled thread into the needle first. The pulling needle is tightened. Thread it on the stitch on the left. Then you can sew it to the desired position. If this face wants to be fatter, just pinch it like this. Then for the eye sockets, press it like this.